Hello and welcome to another edition of Geometry Notes. Today's notes are titled Triangle Angles. Make sure you have your notes set up just like mine. Let's get started. The first thing we had to talk about is a triangle angle sum theorem. Remember that a theorem is just a statement of fact. It's something that's been proven true, okay? So the triangle angle sum theorem states that the sum of the measures of the interior angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. So let's write that down. The sum of the measures of the interior angles I'll abbreviate angles of a triangle, also abbreviate triangle, look at that, is 180 degrees. Okay, and again we're talking about the interior angles of a triangle. That would be the angles inside. So let's draw a quick picture. If we have a triangle, I can label my angles angle 1, angle 2, and angle 3. Okay? So this states that all of them equal 180 degrees, so I can make a statement that the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2 plus the measure of angle 3 is equal to 180 degrees. And again, that's our geometric statement. Once I make that geometric statement, I can solve for a triangle in any way. For example, example number 1 says find the missing measure. You want to pause this video, make sure you copy this down, even see if you can find it out yourself. Okay, I'm going to label this angle X instead of the question mark there. So I know that all three of these angles equal to 180 degrees. I can say X plus 42 plus 94 equals 180 degrees, or 180. All right, solve for X first. I got to get that barrier. Combine like terms, 42 and 94 combines to be 136. So X plus 136 equals 180. Subtract 136 from both sides. Hopefully you're with me by now. So X is equal to 44 degrees. Okay? Simple example of that. Let's take one a little bit more complex. All right, example 2 says find the value of X and the measure of each angle. So again, at the very end here, I want to find the measure of each angle. Pause this video, make sure you get the diagram written down. Well, I know by my triangle angle sum theorem that all three angles are going to be equal to 180 degrees. So this angle here plus this angle here plus X plus 59 will be equal to 180 degrees. We got this diagram, this little marking up here. You should know that by now. That means this angle is 90 degrees. So I already got one down, 2 more to go. All three angles, 90 plus X plus 49 plus X plus 59 is equal to 180. All right, got that barrier. So combine like terms, I've got 2 X's, and then 90 plus 49 plus 59 will get me 198. And that's equal to 180. Subtract that 198 from both sides. So we get 2x is equal to negative 18. And then divide by 2. So we get x equals negative 9. Okay, that's not our answer, that's just part of the answer. Now you guys might be saying now, Mr. Butterbaugh, can we have a negative answer for the value of x? And I would say sure, let's double check it and make sure that it actually does make sense. If we bring that negative 9 back up here, negative 9 plus 49 is equal to 40 degrees. And then negative 9 plus 59 is 50 degrees. So although our value of x is negative, our actual angle measures is still positive. Now, if you have a negative value of x and plug it back into your angle measure and the angle becomes negative, that's not possible. You cannot have a negative angle, just like you cannot have negative distance. It's not possible to drive negative 9 miles. All right, let's try another example. All right, our third and final example looks like this. A little bit crazy. Okay, we're going to involve everything we know about angles so far to try and find this angle in question. Okay, pause the video, make sure you copy this down, even see if you could solve it yourself. See if you can solve it yourself, and then come back, let's do it together. All right, I know that we have an 88 degree angle here, got a 32 degree angle up there inside of this triangle. Okay, I've got another angle, another triangle down here, and then 137 degrees right there. All right, so I can start a couple different places. If I start with this angle is 137 degrees, and I'm trying to get to this, it's kind of like a maze. I want to start somewhere and then end up right here at this angle. If I know this is 137 degrees, both of these angles together are 180 degrees. They're supplementary. So I could take the 180 and subtract 137 and subtract the 137 is equal to 43 degrees. So back here, I know that this angle is 43 degrees. Okay? But can I get to this next angle here? Can I get to my actual angle in question? Not yet. I first need to know this angle right here because I know that all three angles of a triangle equal 180 degrees. So I got to come over here. I've got 32. I can't do anything with that one, but I can do something with the 88 degrees. 88 degrees and this angle right here are vertical angles. They're congruent to each other. So therefore this one is 88 degrees. Okay? Now that I have two angles inside of a triangle, I can find the third because I know all three add up to 180 degrees. Let's go back to my calculator. Okay, so if I start with 180 and I subtract that 32 and then I subtract the 88, I am left with 60 degrees. Okay, so I've got 60 degrees here. Then I've got another set of vertical angles. So this is 60, this is also 60. Now another direction I could go, if this is 60, supplement to that is 120. Okay, and then supplement to that the 120 and the 60 down here. Again, that's kind of a verified to know that these are both vertical angles, that they're congruent because they're both supplementary to the same exact angle there. Don't get lost on that. That was kind of a side note. All right, now that I've got this triangle down at the bottom, 60 degrees there, 43 degrees there, I can find the final angle right there. So clear the calculator. I've got 180, subtract that 43, subtract the 60 as well, and I'm left with 77. So that should be our angle right here, 77 degrees. Put a box around it, and we're done. Okay? I like these questions, or I like these kinds of examples. It's kind of like a puzzle, kind of like a maze, like I said, and we will have some more of those to practice in class. Make sure you bring these to class. Have a great day.